This is my second episode here at the Lagoon, or whatever we want to call it. I haven't decided what to name this area yet. Right now, I just called it Build, which is kind of lame, but I'll have my daughters help me come up with a name. Their names are usually pretty interesting. Anyway, so I built this yesterday after I found my way back over here. Um, I also I found another jungle and I kind of cleared a bunch of trees out of it, and planted what I had. I only had a couple of saplings, but I planted back what I could. So hopefully next time I go to get more wood, there will be new trees there. Anyway, on my way back, not very far from my original spawn point, um, I found a sand temple, or a desert temple, I think is what it's actually called. I named it sand temple because I didn't know at the time. Because I've seen them before. I've just never done anything with them, and I had decided I wanted a lot of glass for this, so I thought I'm just gonna dig around this temple thing and uh, see if it goes any deeper or anything like that. And when I got started digging some more, I fell through a hole and ended up underneath the temple. And I saw that there were big columns coming down from the temple. Like each one of the towers has its own columns that come straight down into the ground, and it was really interesting because I found a treasure chest in there, and there was, a trap at the bottom, but I figured that out before I killed myself. So I got 9 TNT out of there. I don't know that I'll ever use it, but I have it now. And there was, where are you? Iron ingots in there, which I made these items out of there. So that was pretty cool. There were some other oddball random items in there. Um, but it was kind of nice to be able to get those things started. And I have a whole treasure chest full of sand back over there that I have to bring over here eventually. And maybe I will take the time to run over there and show you that dig was one of those things. You just get bored, and you do random stuff in the game. But I was kind of interested to see if there was anything, bigger to it than what it was, because sometimes I know that they have hidden rooms or chambers or whatever. I remember someone telling me about that. Anyway, I'm going to set the game to daylight because I did add a tree here. Oops. Yeah, we'll go to creative mode so I can run around. Alright, so I added this tree right here. It is a little bit taller than that one. Oops, sorry about that. Hold on a second. Alright, it is a little bit taller than this one here. This one is actually in front of that tree. Um, and it's hollow in the middle. It's going to be, I figured I needed to make a way up other than the vines because it can be very difficult to get to the top using just the vines. So I decided I was going to build a tower. Hopefully I can put an elevator in it later. I'm just going to do this. And um, I'm hoping to be able to put an elevator in it later. We'll see if I can fit one in here because it's only 4 by 4. Obviously it'd be pretty easy to hide any mechanics outside because I can just cover them with bushes and leaves. But on the inside I want to be able to run it up. I haven't decided what kind of a thing I'm going to do because I want it minimal, and it really only needs to go up. It doesn't really need to come back down. I did see one that goes up and down that is pretty small, so I might try that here, but I'm not sure if it will work for what I'm trying to do. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's right, I'm in creative mode, so I can just do up and down. So I made some off of, the different levels. There's a flat area out here, and then there's one on this side too, out there. And then, sorry, this is going to be the base that starts the running from treetop to treetop. So from here, it'll go over to there. And this one is probably where I'm going to make the bedroom, with the bed and my items in it. This is probably gonna I'm probably gonna make this look more like a loungy living room type area, maybe with a, you know, we'll see what it looks like. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with it. But then I'm gonna just make other basically houses on top of these other trees. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out over those. I might leave that all by itself. I might leave that alone. But I'm thinking I'm going to do, like a house there, a house there, a house there, a house there. And then maybe once Minecraft comes alive, starts to work, I might try to spawn some villagers up here and see if they will use the walkways. And I might have to, um, maybe do some adjustments to what I do up here for that to work. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but we'll find out. It might be I have to, you know, replace the top row of the trees with flooring, of course, because I don't think that they're going to consider a house with a leaf floor a house. I'm sure they'll walk on it. I don't know if they'll count it as a house. So I'm not sure how that works with transparent blocks versus solid blocks. So I guess if you know, you could post a comment. Things I learn along the way, this is all stuff you learn as you go through the game. Also, another thing I'm looking for is another texture pack that might work a little bit better for maybe a tropical type theme. I found one I love the water in, but I'm not really thrilled with the rest of it. And the water in that one is a lighter blue, kind of a teal color, and it was called Smooth, I want to say. I think it was Smooth. I'm not sure. It looked really nice for the water, and the sand was really good in that one. But I wasn't a fan of the trees. It didn't look right. It just didn't look right. So I don't know. I don't like my stuff to be too busy. Like, I'm not a fan of the water here because that is a definite repeating pattern. Like, it is very obvious that it's a repeating pattern. And how, like, the top of the roof over here, what that does from the distance, I'm not a fan of it doing that. I used to play with Rise of Tredonia, which is pretty decent. Um, but I don't think that would work for what I'm doing here. It's a pretty awesome pack. I just don't think it would work for what I'm doing here. And then when you put in mods and stuff, I was using the 256 version. The mods look terrible because everything is beautiful and highly textured in that texture pack, and then you put in mods with no textures, with default textures, and they look terrible. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sticking with this for now, but I'd like to change it something a little bit more suited to the style of what I'm going for. Because what I want is more of a tropical theme, kind of like a tropical island kind of thing. Because that's kind of what I got going on here. Anyway, I suppose I could run over to the temple thing. I don't know if there may be people who haven't seen one before, haven't come across them, whatever. And I guess, I have seen this thing in several other worlds I have been in, and I just never paid attention before to them. I just kind of ignored them because I don't really like to play in the deserts. So I didn't really do anything with them. I just walked right on by. I walked through them and I went, that's it. And then I'd walk away. It's actually, as you can tell from the raise map meter here, it's pretty far. Um, from my spawn point was really close to it, which was kind of funny. You could actually see it from where I spawned. Um, oh, and along the way here, we might run into um, something from one of the mods I added. I added, I think it's called Flowercraft. Ah, here it is. This freaked me out when I saw it at first because I thought maybe I screwed something up because I had tried adding big trees and it didn't work in 1.6.2. Everything I tried and it didn't work. And then I logged in and had forgotten I had put Flowercraft in here. I came across these and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Because I thought I screwed something up. But then when I went and I hit one of these and I had gotten, I think it's flower stem there, then I realized, yeah, it's from something else. Um, but yeah, I kind of got that because my girls are going to love that. When we play together, they're going to think that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to have to put that on their computer. I would have really liked to have gotten big trees to work because I really liked what I saw with it on some of the YouTube videos. Um, but it seems like um, some people showed it working in 1.6.1 or 1.6 or something, but I didn't get it to work. Anyway, so I cleaned out all the sand. Oh my goodness, hi. All the way around this thing. I dug all through here and down. I did this all yesterday after I recorded my first episode, and this is the side I was digging around over here. This, I think, wait, where is it? Okay, these are my steps down. There was a hole here. I must have filled it in. I fell down in a hole. No, not there. Maybe it was here. Oops. Nope, wasn't there either. Okay, well anyway, I fell down a hole. Over here somewhere, fell down a hole. And so when I fell down the hole, oh yeah, it was probably right there. Because there's a sand block here. So I fell down the hole and I went, huh, where am I? So I popped some, put some things up and I ran around this thing like, oh, what is this? This comes down from, the temple up there. So, and then, turn around and oh my goodness, what is this? And then I came over here and I knocked a couple blocks out, and right here was the TNT. And so then I knew right away there was something good in here. And when I took out the next two blocks up this way, there was a treasure chest sitting right there. And then I took out these and made my way in here and broke the pressure plate. And then I took all the TNT out and the treasure chest, and I left it like this because I figured if I do let my girls onto this um, world to play at all, they can, maybe one of them can make it their home because they might kind of think that's cool. Oh yeah, here we go. But anyway, so this is where I'm going to leave off. I have to get more materials, of course, before I can get anywhere, and I gotta make some glass. A lot of glass. So hopefully, tomorrow I'll have some glass ready, and I can make another episode and show maybe a little bit more progression on our little tropical lagoon over there. So I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching.